Hello, StarCraft fans! This is Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another edition of Into the Void! This is a game between Ace and MadMarine on Overgrowth, the latter edition. In the top right side of the map, we have the red Terran player. It is MadMarine. And in the bottom left side of the map, we have the blue Protoss player. It is Ace. I know we just had an Ace on the channel, but that was a Terran player Ace, and this is a Protoss player Ace. So I'm assuming it is a different person here. Although not 100% sure about that, but regardless, if you'd like to see your replay cast on Into the Void, go ahead and send me your bronze or silver level replay. That is very interesting to falconpaladin@gmail.com. I will go ahead and send it to my screeners along with the others that I get, and I will cast the very best ones. What do we got here? Our Terran player is opening up multiple supply depots, which I do not recommend as somebody who has cast a lot of StarCraft 2 in my day. Double supply depot into barracks. You can just go one supply depot into barracks and wall off pretty much just as efficiently. I mean, the Protoss player can't do many things to murder you early enough in the game where you feel like you need a full wall. And this isn't even a full wall. The way you know this is wrong is by realizing how much available supply you have, 19 out of 31. Yes, maybe this means you don't forget your supply depot with the second one, you're supposed to make it. But other than that, I'm not sure what purpose this serves. He does have a refinery just now popping in. Let's see how long it takes him to saturate that one. He's got one SCV. Can he get another SCV here? Good probe scout from Ace. Excellent choice to do the probe scout. See exactly what's going on. There's the full saturation. A little late, but better late than never. Double assimilator here from Ace, going double gateway into Cybercore as well. This almost looks like a PvP build, where he's going to go double Adept or possibly double Stalker. But either way, neither player looks super interested in going for an expansion at this point in time, which is fine. I mean, we'll see most players going for an expansion at the higher levels, unless you're beyond with those crazy one-base plays. Ah, MadMarine is expanding. It looks like it's a little off, though. That's a lot of space. That's a lot of space between his minerals and his command center. I think that's a little bit out of position. You want to put that as close as you can without the red showing up. So definitely try that one. Is that a Reaper? Holy smokes, it's an Into the Void Reaper. We don't see many of these. All right, so this Reaper's name is Freddy. Freddy. Let's see, what is his backstory? Freddy was a troublemaker in the Marine Corps who played one too many practical jokes on his Marine buddies. He crossed the line when he swapped their stim-pack drugs for crystal meth, resulting in damage to several Hellions and Banshees as the psychotic Marines went on joyrides. As punishment, Freddy was stripped of his own stim drugs and given combat healing drugs, being told he was now a Reaper without any training given. Oh, Freddy, that was not a good practical joke, man. That was rough stuff. Throwing up a barracks is MadMarine. Trying two barracks, though. Adept trying to shut that down. SCV, get inside the bunker. Get inside the bunker. Reaper, get inside the bunker. Yeah, gets inside the bunker. Thank goodness. Adepts are so bad against buildings. What a crazy opening from MadMarine. I didn't even notice this. Mothership core should shut this down fairly quickly. There's the cancel on that bunker. This Reaper might actually get an Adept kill, which is not something you can say every day of the week. Look at that. Adept kill! Another Reaper comes in. Get inside the bunker. Gets inside the bunker. Getting some shots off. Might kill another one, but Photon Overcharge greatly burning down that bunker. Can they get another Adept? Holy smokes, Freddy. Freddy gets 2 Adept kills in an Into the Void game. Who saw that coming? Not me. Not me. So both Adepts that came out of these early gateways are now dead. Both players have expanded after I spent all that time talking about they were afraid to expand. They were expanding while I was jawing and flapping my gums. Alright, so both players have expanded. It's 21 to 22 harvesters. MadMarine has a bit of an edge there. That is just going to drive me crazy. That is absolutely off. Absolutely off placement. And actually, they help you with these circles on this map, too. See, this command center should be right in the middle of this circle. Right in the middle. That is going to drive me crazy every time I look at it. Every time I look at it. Robotics facility coming up here for Ace. Doesn't really have a solid walling off plan here. Maybe he's not planning on walling off. Maybe he just likes putting his cybernetics core or his robotic facility right front facing where Marines and Marauders can burn it down, which doesn't seem like a great idea. Twilight Council on the way for Ace. Again, we have a Reaper inside this barracks and a Marine as well. So this Adept should be able to sneak right on by. This is still not even a wall. Build orders, struggling. I know I say that the build orders and Into the Void are usually pretty good. Not today. Not today for our Terran player, MadMarine. I did like the aggression, though. I did like the Bunker Reaper aggression. I mean, the reason we haven't seen this in higher levels is because Ace shut that down so well. And if Ace can shut that down, you imagine what, like, Petite Drogo or Showtime could do to that particular build? Yeah, it would not go very well for the Terran player at all. So Bjorn, I'm sure, has tried it and found it wanting, and we'll never ever see it from him in any kind of a professional game, or even ladder game, probably. So 2 Stalkers and Adept here from Ace, who's that? From Ace, trying to good up here, maybe get some shots off. The Adept can sneak past and get inside the main base, no problem, as this is not a wall off. Gonna keep that in mind. More Stalkers coming up from Ace. Some aggression out of our Ace player here. What did he just make? An Observer out of that robotics facility. Good thing. What the nukes? Ah, MadMarine. MadMarine, you are a madman. What is going on? Double Ghost Academy nuke time from MadMarine. Okay, I am excited. I am now extraordinarily excited for this one. Tank on the high ground for MadMarine. Great positioning there. Maybe I mean, it's unorthodox, but maybe he knows what he's doing. Maybe he has some plans for Ace. The longer Ace sits here, the worse it's going to be for him. There are going to be more tanks. There are going to be missile turrets, which don't necessarily bother the Protoss player right now, but still, more Marines coming out. That nuke is now finished. Are there any ghosts on the field yet? Nope. There's a Reaper 5 Marines and a tank, though, so that's pretty good. Personal cloaking on the way for MadMarine. Going to try to get up here, but guess what? Tanks and Marines are pretty good against Stalkers, it turns out. Adept gone. Stalker going to die as well. Stalker gone. Observer still alive, as the missile turret is too far away to provide any kind of vision. Run, Marine! No, Stalker gets a kill. Gets 1 kill. Marine overextended a little bit too far. Missile turret does get a shot off on the Observer, though. Flies the other way intelligently. SCVs, for some reason, are not... Does he have his rallies set? No, SCVs, get to work, man. Get to go. You need... there is an idle worker button right over here where I'm hovering. If you click that, it lets you select all of your idle workers and lets you do stuff with them. Marines do take the final Stalker that was putting the softest contain of all time. And now it's time for our Ghost to move out. What? Oh, I'm so excited for this. I am so excited for this. All right, what do we got? We got Ghost heading on down. Is there any detection here? Is there only 1 Observer right now? There's 1 Observer right now. Cloak! Cloak! You don't have cloaking yet. Oh, shoot. It's about to finish. It's about to finish. He jukes inside the bushes. And Cloak finished before he gets taken down by these Stalkers. Yes, Cloak's done. Cloak! There it is. There's the Cloak. Oh, man. Oh, man. Is he getting an Observer? No, he's not getting an Observer. He saw a single Ghost coming down and did not build an Observer. Bad decision-making by Ace here. All right, so here we go. Ghost marching in, trying to see where he can do the most damage, and the answer is going to be inside the main mineral line. Excellent decision, Senior Ghost of MadMarine. No, don't shoot things. There's a cannon coming up. That provides detection. Why are you just picking off workers? Nuke this guy. There it is. There's the... Oh, but you made your presence known. Good pull by Ace. Good probe pull. And the cannon's in range, too. Oh, MadMarine. Oh, MadMarine. You had such visions and such designs, and it didn't work out. More cannons coming up for Ace. That was his answer. Marines, take out the warp prison that was at the front here. But there are mortals and stalkers and all sorts of stuff. But a lot of tanks for MadMarine. 4 tanks. Doing a lot of work right now. Bunker full of 2 Marines. Going to try to get rid of this Immortal. Can't quite do it. But guess what are good against Immortals? More tanks, it turns out. SCVs surrounding the Stalkers. That seems a little bit unnecessary. Friendly splash damage actually hurting them probably more than anything else. Mothership Corps just going to town on everybody else. As there are no Marines to tell her no. No Marines to tell her no. And she recalls home. You could have... I mean, there's a missile turret on the way, so I guess that's useful. But, oh, and a Viking on the way, too, for MadMarine. So, okay. Alright, so MadMarine manages to survive that attack, basically by having a lot of tanks that Ace kind of just walked into. The Immortals did not do as well as I thought they would. I'm just going to say that. They are there pretty much as anti-tank busters, but didn't work out as well as I anticipated there. Robotics Bay on the way from Ace, possibly for Colossus. Possibly for Colossus. Queuing up. Excuse me there. Queuing up Marauders. We've talked about this before, right? Marauders queuing up, bad. Don't do that. Don't queue anything up, because you know what this does? This locks up your money inside this barracks. You can't use it for anything else, and it's not being actively used to train anything because it's waiting its turn. So don't do that. Don't do that. Maybe 2. Maybe queue up 2 things. This is fine. But don't do 5. Don't. I know it lets you do 5. Don't do 5. +1 attack on the way for the biological units. A lot of idle SCVs. He sent them up to build supply depots, and they're not doing anything else. Any more idle workers? Yep, one over here too, building a missile turret. Not doing anything else. The way you can fix this, I like to do this, if you're Terran or Protoss, it works as well. Take your thing, go ahead and press the hotkeys or whatever you do to build your missile turret, then do Shift and right-click on the mineral patch. What that does is queues up a command for the worker. When it's done building that thing, it will go to the mineral patch and start mining. Probes too. You send it over somewhere, warp something in, Shift, right-click on the mineral patch, and it will, as soon as it's done warping that thing in, it'll go start mining. It's brilliant. It is a brilliant thing. It's something I kind of take for granted, I guess. But that's going to be Falcon Paladin's pro tip of the day. Shift queuing workers to do stuff after they're done doing the initial thing. See, watch. This guy's going to finish building the missile turret and then just stop. Requires MadMarine to notice that he's done, but if he had Shift, clicked the mineral patch, this guy would be working right now as these birds fly away. Hey birds, what's up? All right, so what are we doing here for MadMarine? He's got Marauders, he's got Marines, he's got Vikings and tanks, looking fairly good. It's 91 to 73 total supply. How many workers have died? 3 SCVs and 3 probes. Wow, that's a lot fewer things than I thought, considering there was a ghost up here wrecking stuff earlier and that big attack and the tank splash on the SCVs as well. I'm incredibly surprised. MadMarine has also decided not to make any medevacs, which I think he should do. I think he should do as a Terran player, is make medevacs. Colossus, Stalker, Immortal here for Ace. Pretty darn good composition against Terran. Getting a Stargate, getting extended thermal lens, getting Void Rays. So I like this. It's an eclectic build out of Ace. He's on 3 bases. He can afford it. He's got 6 Vespene Geysers currently up. Not necessarily functional, as he's not really mining from these last 2 yet, but that's a-okay. 3rd base for MadMarine up and constructing as well. So this might be the part of the game where everyone kind of sits back and is afraid to attack, as the previous attacks from Ace have not gone exceptionally well. And MadMarine's attempt at nuking has apparently turned him off from nuking altogether. Is he not going to make another one? No more? You can't invest all this money in 2 ghost academies and personal cloaking for your ghost and not make any more ghosts. Did he just make that one? He just lost 1 ghost. Ghosts on the field 0. Yeah, he made 1 ghost. MadMarine, I'm going to stop trying to guess your thought processes. Hey, look, a medevac. He made a medevac. He's making another medevac. All right, I misjudged you. I misjudged you, MadMarine. Or perhaps you can hear me going back through time as I give you suggestions on how to play this game. It's just there's more suggestions for MadMarine, I think. Ace is doing fine. Ace spending his money fairly well. He's expanding. He's throwing up a lot of pylons. He's not getting supply blocked. MadMarine's struggling a little bit with that. Nope, actually, no. He just finished his command center. Is that what it is? Yep, finished his command center. And here comes another push from the Protoss player. So here we go. Stalkers coming up with Adepts and with Colossus. And I don't know, that's a lot of Terran things right there. I'd feel better if he had Storm, maybe. Viking trying to take out that Colossus. Gets picked apart by the Stalkers, though. +1, +1, +1 on the ground units. Void Rays, maybe? How many Marines are there? There are a lot of Marines. Okay, there's a full page of Marines. That's going to be an obstacle. Pulls back. Ace pulls back to the safety of the Zalaga Watchtower and says, you know what? I'm not going to walk into 5 tanks and a page of Marines and like 12 Marauders. Not going to happen. Nope, Vikings here too. Also good against Colossus and Void Rays. So MadMarine, a method to his madness. Planetary Fortress for his 3rd. Excellent decision making there. Always make a Planetary Fortress as your 3rd. Just do it. You can't cover everything at once. Having the extra like 4 seconds of defense you get from that PF while your army shows up is priceless. So single Colossus. Is there more Colossus coming? No, a Disruptor though. Ace continuing to make every unit that the Protoss army can make. Oh, perfect scan by MadMarine. Sees exactly what he's dealing with. Ace tries to move out of the circle, but it's too late. MadMarine knows what's up here. Is he going for this? He's kind of going for it. Void Ray dies immediately to the Vikings and pulls back a little bit, does Ace. He's just kind of not committing here. Disruptors, go. Purification Nova, go. Throws up Guardian Shield, not covering anything. Good Nova, though. Good Nova catching a lot of those Marines and Marauders. Purification Nova has a long cooldown, though. Colossus burning a lot of these guys up. Absorbing a lot of those Viking hits. Oops, was that Phoenix, but it's dead now. Disruptor cooldown just about there. Ace, throw down another Nova. Go. There it is. Go for it. Go for it. Fine. Fine. Don't shoot. Just wait until they come and murder you. That's fine with me. That's fine with me. 62 to 47 Harvesters. Ace has a worker lead here. He's just... His problem may be that he's making too many different things. Right? A Void Ray, a Phoenix, a Disruptor, a Colossus. Like 4 Colossus would have been a big deal there. A bunch more Stalkers would have been a big deal there as well. He's still... Hey, look, Nova. Woo! 2 Marauders die. Good death animation there. That was very enjoyable. Terran player moving out. MadMarine with his first major attack of the game. 16 minutes into this thing. Lots of tanks. Vikings in the sky as well. Bunch of Marines and Marauders. Medivacs there for the healing. Going to set up some tank siege mode just outside the Protoss base. Or just go for it without being in siege mode. That might be fine as well. I'd really recommend you go siege mode though. But you know what? It's kind of... There it is. There's the siege. Better late than never. And a DT in here. Oh, a DT trying to clear out all these Marines by its lonesome. The Colossus does fall to the Vikings. But DT's saving the day. Into the void. Clearing out the last tank and the Marines. All that's left here. Somehow MadMarine says, I just lost all my ground stuff. What is going on? All I have are medevacs and 3 Vikings. Cannon shooing those guys away from the third base for sure. And the answer is DTs, my friend. DTs. Didn't he have a Raven? I thought he made a Raven. He does have a Raven. Where is it? Oh, it's over here. It's over here, hovering over the refinery at the natural base. Okay, if you brought that with you, I think this game might already be over. The Disruptor heading all the way back home. Has 12 kills, though. That's pretty good. An Ion Pulse Crystals on the way for Ace, increasing the range of his Phoenix. How many Phoenix do you have? 2? All right. That's fine. Plus 3 vehicle weapons on the way for MadMarine, though. His upgrades, not shabby. Not shabby at all. Transferring most of his workers from his natural to his third base to oversaturate, incredibly oversaturate his third base. He's got 50 SCVs and essentially 1 mining base right now. Another expansion would not hurt anything. MadMarine, you have more SCVs just sitting here. That idle worker button is your friend. It is your friend and my friend and everybody's friend. Tempest, Carrier. Okay, Ace continues his quest to make everything. I just think we need Archons and Templar, and I think we've got it. Maybe a Zealot, too. Has he made a Zealot yet? No, did not make a Zealot. He knows. This is Legacy of the Void. He don't need Zealots. Puck used Zealots to a great effect, actually, in a game recently. Puck against a Zerg player. Something like that. Something like that. 4th base on the way for Ace. Excellent job getting that 4th base up at the 18-minute mark. A little bit late, but honestly not too bad for Into the Void. MadMarine trying desperately to rebuild his army with pretty much what he had before. And again, not a bad idea. Just bring detection. Have a scan available. He did have a scan available, I'm pretty sure, in that battle. Make more factories. That's my other tip here. Make more factories. If you're making a whole bunch of tanks, build like 2 more factories and make 3 at a time instead of 1 at a time. I like the multiple barracks you have going. That's nice. Multiple starports would be good as well. I'm just recommending things. Okay, so here we are again. Ace. 2 Colossus, a Carrier, 2 Phoenix, a Tempest. It's like a partridge in a pear tree. The 12 Days of Christmas going on here. A handful of Stalkers, a DT or 2, an Adept. Couple Colossus, couple Immortals, couple Observers. This is like the most hodgepodge Protoss army I've ever seen. Which is fine. I mean, at least he has an army. That's pretty good stuff. Here comes MadMarine, though. He was going to try to drop in the main, but accidentally scouts out this 4th. Surprise! Surprise, 4th base from Ace. What's he going to do? He's going to land. He's going to land his stuff. Get your tanks in siege mode now. There we go. Sieging up a lot sooner than he had previously. Coming to save his base is Ace. Phoenix flying on in, getting murdered by the Vikings. Colossus, Disruptor, A moving into this group, somehow still alive. Nope, ends up getting killed there, though. The Colossus burning alive the tanks. Carrier freaking with the AI on the Vikings, and everybody goes home for MadMarine. Losing a couple medevacs on the way up, but not everybody. Not everybody. Colossus heroes of that one. 5 kills on that Colossus, 0 on the other one, but his DPS was greatly appreciated. The DTs, again, still doing amazing stuff. Amazing work, considering still the Raven stays here. And MadMarine seems to not know that he needs one. I don't think he recognizes the part that Dark Templar are playing in these battles. So 4th base here from Ace. I mean, MadMarine knows his opponent is on 4 bases. He sees them. 1, 2, 3, 4. Can he go for a 4th of his own is the question of the day. So far, the answer seems to be no. More idle SCVs. Getting upgrades, though. +3/+3. Infantry weapons and armor. Don't see that all the time in Into the Void, that's for sure. All right, Protoss Army feeling confident after that last win. Tempest from long range taking down them medevacs. I know it's a planetary fortress, but I think you got this thing, Ace. I think you got this thing. It's 133 to 104 total supply. Both players have 55 workers, an even count at the 21-minute mark, which is weird. Warp Prism warping an additional Adepts at the front with +2, +2, +1. +1 being the shield upgrade. And here we go. Handful of Marines and tanks and a planetary fortress against the might of the Protoss Army. Taking down the missile turrets from distance. Is the carrier out of interceptors? The Marines rush forward and rush back to bait everybody into the tanks. Excellent decision-making by MadMarine, getting rid of the Void Ray there. Excellent job at the same time. Colossus, oh, Colossus and the carriers getting hit upon by the Vikings from distance. Planetary Fortress getting mass repaired. The Immortals trying to take it down, but the repair is too strong. Too strong. Tanks from distance clearing out the Stalker count as well as they possibly can. Void Ray trying to kill SCVs. Excellent choice by Mr. Void Ray. 9 kills already, but the Marines took him out. The Marines took out the Void Ray. The Marines are trying to kill the Colossus as well. You don't see that every day, but they're focusing on the Planetary Fortress, which again is being eternally repaired here. Then they change their attention to the Marines, finally getting rid of them. Immortal dead. Planetary Fortress with 7 kills. As MadMarine holding this. MadMarine holds it. Tempest takes out the final Viking, but Ace admits defeat and retreats back to a safe distance. MadMarine may be mad, but he knows how to save a planetary fortress if he has to. If he has to. Wow. Resources lost. Let's take a look at that. About 19,000 lost for the Protoss, about 14,000 lost for the Terran. Pretty cost efficient thus far as our Terran player, as is to be expected, though. As is to be expected. Man, I think he could have won that battle except for these tanks. 7 kills, 3 kills, 1 kill. Here he comes again, up 112 to 77 supply. This is 6 tanks, 2 Vikings, and a planetary fortress holding this third. Expanding again, though, is Ace. Doing a good job. Doing a good job with the expansion here. Colossus walking into tank fire. Not your best look, Colossus. Actually, absorbing some shots are Adepts and Stalkers, but they're gone now. So the Colossus are taking direct fire now, which is never good, and the Colossus are all gone. Tempest range air-to-ground has been nerfed to 10. Actually, wasn't it 8? Was there an upgrade I missed somewhere? Is there a medium patch somewhere? I thought it was 8. Well, it's 7 now. I mean 10. It's at 10 at this moment in time. And actually, the Tempest doesn't have the Disruption Blast either. Is this an older game? I'm confused. I'm confused from when this is. Either way, the range has been nerfed, regardless. Tanks, I don't think tanks can be picked up, so it's definitely 3.8. It didn't make me reload my UI, so this is definitely 3.8. Is there something I missed, like a stealth nerf, stealth patch, something? Another Viking gonna die to these Tempests. These Tempests have a great time against Vikings. Keeping that Viking count low is pretty much their entire goal. You know what you could do, Tempest? I was gonna say, before these Marines showed up, the Tempests probably could clear this out. It would have taken them forever, but I think they could have done it here. A lot of cannons here protecting the 4th base from Ace, which is a pretty good idea considering the presence of ghosts you've seen originally. 55 to 53 harvesters. MadMarine is contained right now and attempting to mine out this 3rd base. He's gonna mine it out. Additional barracks coming in for MadMarine, but I don't know if you have the income to support it now. I mean, he did build another starport as well. Hey, look at this guy. Look at this guy building additional production facilities. Sneaking a base, sneaking a 4th base over here, but just below, just to the south of his main. Protoss player could shut that down. He could shut it down if he wanted, but I don't think he knows it exists. I am like 89% sure he doesn't know that it exists. Another Void Ray coming in for Ace. Another Viking dies to the Tempest. It's a bad look, Vikings. A lot of dead Vikings in this game. 18. Marines come right on in to try to get rid of these Tempest. One Tempest does die. They consider their job done and they retreat very low on HP as they have no medevacs. Are there no medevacs? There are no medevacs. All 6 of them that have been created in this game are now dead. Dude, you can't let the Terran player do this. Ace, send... scout it. You have observers. Well, you had observers. That one's dead now. You don't have any observers. All right, that's a problem. Making 2, though. Making 2s. Just send them to bases. There aren't that many places that MadMarine could expand. There are like 2 at this point in time, but you let him expand to 1 of the 2. Army coming down. Did he scout it? No. He doesn't know it's there, but he's moving anyway. Gonna tap this on like a watchtower. It should give him vision for this 4th, and he should be able to kill it because the entire army is defending this now defunct base. Positioning is really important, guys. MadMarine, defend your actual mining base. What are you... Did he... He saw it, and he's ignoring it. All right, so he's going around this army, and maybe just going to try to get rid of MadMarine's production facilities, force him to respond to this thing. Yes, here come the Marines. DTs are absolutely in the midst of that, though. Are there missile turrets? There's a missile turret there. Get out of there, DTs. Run. There's missile turrets. There's accidental passive scanning available. Using the Tempest to get rid of a refinery here at the natural base. The rest of the army just kind of hanging out right now. Just go. Go for it. Go attack everything in the main. Move. Move your buns. Tanks sneaking up for MadMarine. And no response from Ace. And here we go. Boom, boom, boom. Did they just kill a DT with splash damage? They certainly did. They certainly did. Tank. DT getting in range of those missile turrets a little bit too close for my liking, but still alive. Still alive. Mothership morphing in from the Mothership core. All right. All right. I'm very excited to see that one. Very, very excited. Oh, it's so close. It is so close. I can taste it. Going for it. Natural base. Falls. Missile turret falling. The army is inside the main base of MadMarine. MadMarine has a couple tanks. And that is it. What does he have remaining? 2 tanks and a medevac. I think our Protoss player has it, ladies and gentlemen. I think Protoss is going to be our victor. Where's our Mothership? There's the Mothership. It's so close. It is so close. Nothing can hurt it, though. Nothing can hurt it. No Marines here. Mothership using its Purifier Beam to try to take out this tank, to try to take out the medevac. And that's it. MadMarine is defeated. Ace is victorious. Ace refuses to leave the game, though. He's having way too much fun destroying the Terran army. So we'll go ahead and turn the sound off and we'll wrap this thing up. That was a pretty good Into the Void. I've been getting some good submissions recently. Some really good submissions. Major battles back and forth. Nobody fell until the 28-minute mark of the game. MadMarine going for nukes. Going for unconventional stuff to be sure. Also Ace. Mothership. Mothership. Void Rays. Tempests. I mean, weird stuff you don't ever really see in StarCraft 2 games. I gotta appreciate that. It's definitely some intrigue in that one today. So, all right. That's going to be it from me. This has been Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload. Go ahead and hit that like button. Hit the subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, and Patreon, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.
Broken and ashamed by what you have done. and it's taken your heart and broken your soul. You cannot go back until you're made whole. And you're running into the void. You go searching into the void to find a place you can live, a place you can love. Is it just an illusion? When push comes to shove, there's a light upon you, and you follow it on. Looking for a reason and a way to atone. All around you, the planets and stars. You're lost in a maelstrom of a great new unknown. And you're running into the void. You go searching into the void to find a place you can live, a place you can love. Is it just an illusion? When push comes to shove, and you're running into the void. You go searching into the void. And you're running into the void.